Well, hello there. I want to chat a little bit about the kind of ministry that our ministry Alternatives Network has been focusing on for many years now. I used to be a missionary, kind of a maybe just a regular missionary doing all kinds of different projects. We had ministries in different countries. We actually, as a family, we lived in different nations for a few years at a time, and then we moved on to another country. And we've done all kinds of different ministries, just plain typical traditional evangelism, um, Slavic ministries work in Eastern Europe. That was a big thing, especially before the collapse of the Soviet Union, before the Iron Curtain came down. Although now it has been kind of rebuilt in a way, at least a little bit. But Slavic Ministries, it was kind of a department of youth with a mission in the 70s, 80s, 90s. So I did that, and also for years we did ministry among Jewish people in different countries as well. In one nation where we moved as a family in 1995, last century. We started evangelism, Bible training, missionary training for the locals, and quite a large street children's ministry, women's ministry, crisis pregnancy center. We had a night shelter for street kids and a day center, and did all kinds of different ministries. But then eventually, God led us to focus on the spiritual searching. We talk about spiritual seekers. There's a lot of spiritual searching in Western nations, in Europe, in North America, in Australia, New Zealand. And you could say that it comes, especially the current kind of new spirituality slash new age, it comes from the hippie times in the 1960s and 70s. It was maybe more of a fringe phenomenon at that point, but now it has become really mainstream. People maybe don't look like hippies, but many of the same concepts are being followed and pursued in the health and wellness and holistic field and alternative spirituality. And I began to ask questions in the 90s. What are Christians doing in this field? Are Christians finding opportunities for conversations with spiritual seekers? But I think what I mainly came across was concern and fear, and many people trying to just avoid the topic and maybe avoid that kind of people, new age people and people in witchcraft and the occult. So that was considered something just unhealthy and maybe one of the signs of the end times. So I began to think more missionally, and how could we as Jesus followers bring the message of Jesus to this group of almost like a people group. As we talk in missions, global missions, we talk about how to reach new people groups. And sometimes I feel that the spiritual seekers in Western culture, they are kind of like a people group. And when you see people in that way, and nations in that way, you begin to think about how to bring God's love, how to help these people, how to connect with them without judgment. And also, when we talk about people who are really interested in spiritual things and experiences and maybe miracles and the unseen world and angels and spirits and spirit guides and healing miracles and all kinds of healing, if not miraculous instant healing, but different healing methods and modalities and just intuition and connecting with spirits or connecting to the spirit, unseen spirit realm. Now, there are many people like this, and according to some research in Europe and other places, maybe 20% of the populations in different Western countries are interested in alternative spirituality and holistic wellness, which oftentimes gradually leads to alternative spirituality as well. So that's a huge mission field. So I like to say that when people ask what we do in our ministry, well, we focus on the 20% of the population that are interested in spirituality and open to all these different modalities and who want to experience something spiritually but not in a religious way. Religion is seen more as something dogmatic and a bit judgmental and too structured. It's seen as an institution. And nowadays, as many of us know, people don't want to be told what to believe or what to do. So people, they want to find their own way, their own path. And many people say that they are personally, they are on a journey, trying to find the best path for themselves, the personal path, spiritual journey that is meant for them or that they choose. So there are so many people like this, millions of people around us. And as Christians, as ministries, as churches, we need to think how we could help these people because we have something to offer in the area of intuition, angels, healing, and experiences. I know that many churches say that we should not focus on only experiences, and that's right. We should not focus on only experiences, but if you look at the Bible, it's really a book of, or it's a book of stories about people's personal experiences with the living God. The Bible is not really a textbook of theology. It can be used for theology, but it's really a collection of stories about people who found God, experienced God in different ways, and miracles, and their journey and what they learned when they were trying to follow God. So it's a book of experiences and stories and journeys and lessons that we can learn from people's lives from years past, over thousands of years. And the Bible is actually very honest and open about people and their failures, even as believers. So it's a good book if you want to learn about how to experience God. But as Christians, as Jesus followers, I'm not always sure about the word Christian because nowadays people have all kinds of different ideas about what Christian means. Who those Christians are. Are they those judgmental bigots that are always against everything? No, we need to follow Jesus, his teachings, and he was for people. He wanted to bless people, heal the sick, without asking if those people belonged to a synagogue or they were faithful synagogue goers, but Jesus was willing to touch them, heal them, feed them, bless them, and receive them as his disciples. And even if they were not willing to follow Jesus, or even people that Jesus knew would not be thankful for the healing, because many people never came back to Jesus to say thank you, although they experienced healing. Jesus was still willing to bless people and heal them. And sometimes in our work among spiritual seekers, some people they ask, well, will Jesus heal people that don't respect or honor him or believe in him? But we have seen that Jesus is really willing to bless people and do good in people's lives and just show his goodness to people and help people to experience God's goodness and God's presence. God is present, the Holy Spirit is present basically everywhere, even in dark places. When people cry out and ask for God's help, the Holy Spirit is right there, helping people in desperate situations and dark places to connect with Jesus and experience him. So we go to places that some people might say that are full of unhealthy interest in all kinds of spirits and spirit world. But we bring the message of Jesus and the light of the living God there and have good conversations with people, but also we help people to experience the Holy Spirit. And just a little interesting sidebar, Christians could do more spiritual house cleansing also. It's unbelievable what's happening in people's homes and houses and workplaces. So sometimes some spiritual seekers, when they hear we do that kind of house cleansing visits, some have asked us, is that ghostbusting? And I say, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And we have visited all kinds of places, humble apartments and homes, but also mansions of wealthy people. And in all those places, well, people asked us to come and do some discerning and evaluation to see or experience or feel is something wrong about their home, because they have had these experiences in their house. Sometimes it's some kind of a smell, like the house just smells like sulfur every morning or something. We have had these experiences. Or with all the doors and windows and everything closed, a wind comes in and blows inside the apartment. So people have experiences and they have nightmares, they have ghost haunting experiences. Some people recognize that it could be an evil spirit and they seek help. So maybe your church is offering this kind of service to the community, to the city where you live. I don't know, but I think many churches are not even thinking about doing something like that, although there is a great need out there. So I'm not saying that all Christians and churches should become ghost hunters. We don't need to go hunting for them, but if we are willing, I believe many people will come to us if they know that we're open to that kind of doing that kind of ministry and helping people, because people have these bad experiences. And also many people, they would like to have their dreams interpreted. And in Christianity, the Bible offers also really good principles and symbolism for interpreting dreams. So it is really something that we can do as followers of Jesus and help people to understand what God might be actually showing them, because God is active. God speaks also to non-Christians and unbelievers. So those are my thoughts about spiritual seeking in the society, and even things like ghost busting and dreams and supernatural experiences. So let's get familiar with the gifts of the Holy Spirit and the different ways how we can help people and bless them and bring hope and healing to people's lives. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and like videos and comment, and get in touch with me if you have any questions about our ministry, or if you'd like to get training. Just be bold and send me a message. Visit our website, which the link is also on the channel here. Okay, bye now.